Good morning, everybody. Oh my gosh, it's early. Um, I had some other plans, but kind of fell through. Got my coffee going. Got heating up right there. Hopefully, pup won't hit the camera. Go, bud. Go. We'll try to do coffee, then we'll play. But it's gonna be some hot coffee. Ooh, hot, hot, hot. So I'm gonna let this cool off. Ooh, yeah, you see that going right there. I'm gonna let this cool off for a minute and hopefully drink some before this is over and done with. But um, I'm gonna dedicate this one to Danielle. My true thoughts matter. The good, the bad, the ugly. What it's been like dating again. What it's like dating Danielle. What it's like dating someone that lives. You know, it takes about almost an hour and a half for us to commute to hang out with each other. Um, what it's like dating a nurse that works nights. I'm gonna put this down because this ain't gonna do me any good. I'm gonna attempt to take a sip. It's gonna be so hot. It's way too hot. Hopefully, I'll be able to drink some of this before this is over with because I need some coffee in my system. But it's been wild just being in a relationship again. As most of you guys know, I was in a long term relationship for a while, and then it's been about a year and a half or so um, since I got out of that, and then you know did my old thing out here and all that. But dating again is wild. It's one of those things where I got nervous again. I got super nervous. The first time Danielle and I hung out, it was super low key, super chill date. I actually just went to her house and she's like, please don't murder me. We'd been talking for almost like 2 months, uh, just like on Facebook, then texting and stuff. So we talked for a good while before we actually hung out. That's mainly our schedules were off and stuff like that. We probably would have hung out sooner. And Danielle was definitely not really going for the dating game thing. I would text her, and it would take her hours and hours and hours to text me back. And the more we got to know each other, the more she would text back. But a lot of that had to do with her work schedule and stuff. But um, uh, the first date we went, I just went to her house, and we didn't really have a plan. I was like, let's just hang out, let's see what happens. And so we got there. Well, I got there. We were kind of talking for a while, and then uh, we were like, all right, let's go eat. So we went and ate at this place. I'd never been. I don't really know Tulsa area at all. So McDaniel's or something like that, I think is what it's called. And went there and it was awesome. And then we went to this little bar, had a bunch of like arcade games and stuff in it, like old school arcade games, and that was fun. Um, we drank a little bit, just kind of knocked the nerve off, but not enough to act stupid or anything of that nature. And just from the get go, I was just like, man, she's awesome. Like she's so awesome, and she had Bell's palsy like in full blown effect at this point. And I was like, the fact that she's still cool with like hanging out and just is like whatever. I was like, I like this because you guys know, I mean, just like this, I wake up, coffee Crockers, first thing in the morning. I just get up. It's just who I am. This is what you get, that type of thing. If you guys learned anything over my videos for the last few years, I just don't care. This is me. If you like me, you like me. If you don't, you don't. And the fact that she's like that, and she was just like, hey, I got this going on, but if you don't care, I don't care. Let's go hang out. And so it was just an awesome, awesome time. Uh, we were both like so nervous. We felt like little kids. It was pretty funny. We felt like we were like 12 again, and we didn't even kiss. Not even on the first date or whatever. We didn't kiss. Wanted to, and I'm pretty sure she wanted to. It was just the nerves got the best of us and all that, and then it got better as we hung out. But it was just super cool knowing that there's someone out there that can make you feel that way. That can make you so nervous when normally you don't get nervous. I put my whole life on the internet. I'm not scared to talk to people. I'm not scared of situations of, meeting new people or anything like that. But when it came to her, I was nervous, like super nervous, and I didn't take that as a bad sign. I took that as like the absolute best sign that I could get, because it let me know that, like, that I shouldn't say, like, it let me know that I found a really good girl, and there's so much that we had in common at that point, just talking, text and all that stuff for so long. It felt good to be nervous. And then we started hanging out and all that stuff for a good minute. We were supposed to do a few things, and a bunch of that fell through. Supposed to go hang out with my friends, and then I ended up meeting her friends, and it's just been working out so well. You guys know that I hang out with the Payne family often. Well, normally it's me and Matt, and then Christian's kind of like the third wheel. I should be the third wheel, but it's more like she's the third wheel. And now that Danielle, is in the picture, we hang out, and it's almost like me and Matt are the third wheel now. So they hang out and they get along very, very well. I think it's awesome. I think that's good for her and Christian, and then I think it's even good for me and Matt, because we know now that, uh, you know, if me and Matt want to go out and do something, then they can go do something at the same time, and we trust each other. We have a good friendship that, we could do stuff like that. We went out to the Sawyer's house, and you know I think Danielle fit in perfect there with them. And at the meetup, the same thing. It was just such a good feeling to know that, you know, I don't have a lot of friends, and, you know, been through a lot for so long, that the Sawyers have been there the longest. And that's what I was kind of nervous about. I was like, oh man, like, the the Sawyers have been my friends for a good while now. I really hope they get along. And they did. And I thought it was awesome. So the fact that I'm lucky enough to have found somebody that will, one, put up with me, and then two, gets along with my friends really well and really likes them. Danielle's even asked, she's like, hey, when's the next time we're going to hang the Sawyers? When's the next time we're going to hang the Pains? And that's a good feeling to have friends like that, that your girlfriend wants to hang out with. And then went to the Dallas area a while back for a wedding, and I got to meet some of her friends, and it was awesome. And then she got to meet uh, my friend Austin, which I've been friends with since we were kids, him and his fiance, and that was wild. I mean, they got along great. It was awesome, and we can't wait to go back and visit them. And then the meetup came around, and she got to meet my family very briefly. It was such a crazy event. Everyone was talking to everybody. Uh, you know, she got along great with my brothers. She got along great with my parents. We're hopefully going down to visit my parents pretty soon, and get to hang out with them more on a one-on-one situation. Well, two-on-two, but it'll be really, really cool to have that. And so we're planning that, and then I'm gonna go to Florida with Danielle, and we're gonna hang out with her mom. So I'm gonna be able to meet her mom, and then hopefully soon we'll be able to go to Colorado and hang out with her dad. So I think it's awesome that everything just works so good, and we've been talking about a lot of stuff, things that we want to do. The funny thing is, I'm not real big of a planner, and Danielle's definitely not a planner, but we've been thinking about different things that we could do together, different trips, future stuff, not crazy future stuff, but, you know, stuff that we normally wouldn't really think about. It's just pretty awesome knowing that, you know, I say all the time now too. That's why we're changing the podcast name to Podcast. But it's just a really awesome feeling knowing that this random person that I had no idea even existed until she randomly just popped up on Facebook, and now we're like best friends. And I get to spend as much time with her as I can. You know, the fact that she is a nurse and works at night makes it very, very difficult to hang out. But we've managed to do it as much as we can. We choose to spend our free time together. And I think that's a huge thing. I was so used to being out here that I had basically a bunch of time to think, do my own thing. I had a lot of bad things happen over the last year and a half, and I just got to the point where I really like being by myself. I didn't really want to go out and do a whole lot. And then she was kind of the same way. She kind of just liked to do her own thing. And if she had free time, she'd go hang out with her, her girlfriends and stuff like that. And now we'll hit each other up and we're just like, hey, I got this time off. You got this time off. Let's hang out. And she'll constantly be like, I cannot believe I'm spending my free time with you as much as I am because normally I'd be trying to go with the girls. I'd be trying to do this. So hearing that and stuff makes me feel really good. Uh, Definitely every day, we get to know each other more and more, even if it's just text or hanging out or whatever it may be. I think Danielle and I definitely, you know, found each other when we needed it, and we're best friends now, or at least becoming best friends. And it's a crazy, crazy feeling knowing that that could happen after so much bad stuff has gone down. I know I may not be showing it too much right now because I'm tired and I just woke up, but she has given me a lot more energy. She like motivates me to want to get up and do stuff again. There was a point where I just didn't care. As you guys know, I haven't built for a long time. I just kind of gave up. I didn't care. That wasn't a priority of mine anymore. It was more of just trying to find happiness. And it's very hard to find happiness to me when you're searching for it. It doesn't happen that way. And the fact that Danielle came along without me knowing, it just kind of happened. And then everything, snowballed into what it is now. It's awesome. And I feel happy again. I feel motivated again. I feel, energetic. I just feel a whole lot better. And it's such a great feeling knowing that one person out there could do that. And it doesn't always have to be, a girlfriend or a boyfriend or a husband or whatever. It could just be a best friend. It could be, people you watch on YouTube, someone that see on Facebook posting stuff or Instagram or whatever it may be. So don't be scared to put yourself out there. And, if you want to, put stuff out on Facebook or Instagram or YouTube or whatever it may be about, being motivated or, being happy or even talking about some of the bad times and how you got through it, don't be scared to do that because you never know who it may help. And I hope that, one, that I get this tick off my leg, but I hope that these videos that we put out, they're not always serious. They're not always anything crazy, but I hope that it could change some of you guys, day or your attitude for just a moment. That's kind of why we put out the video on Crockers off the clock of us riding around on the ATV, going all crazy, just laughing. And a lot of people were like, man, I haven't laughed this hard in a long time. This is one of my favorite videos you've done. You know, yes, it was dangerous. And yes, maybe we shouldn't have done what we did, but it made people laugh. And the dogs are going after something. But it changed someone's life that day for even a split second, and I think that's awesome. And I like to watch other YouTubers, that become my friends through YouTube, and then from the meetup and stuff. I like watching their videos. It just makes my day. One of them that just rings a bell every single time I watch is just Kinfolk Farm of Georgia. Go find a video that guy's not smiling, that guy's not laughing, he's not cracking jokes and stuff. You probably won't find it. Every time I watch his videos, I catch myself and I'm like, man, I'm just smiling because he's smiling and, stuff of that nature. So it's pretty awesome to know that, you know, even even the smallest thing that you don't know you're doing could change someone's day, could change someone's attitude, their whole week. Who knows? Whatever it may be. So don't be scared to go out there and try to motivate people and show a positive side. I haven't always been that guy, but I'm definitely going to try to be more of that and hopefully get back to building as much as I was building before, doing fun stuff with shooting as much as I was doing, just everything I was doing. And I have a lot of that to thank Danielle for. She definitely put me in the right mindset, and I don't know, I was definitely in a weird place until I met her. So hopefully you guys can see that through the videos, how much I appreciate her and care about her and stuff. And that's enough of this sappy stuff. I don't really want to keep talking about this because then people are going to be like, Jason, you're so soft. I can't have that. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get busy working. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Uh, Comment down below. Look at that. Freaking ticks, man. They're terrible. Hopefully, now that this rain's kind of over and done with, hopefully, I can put all the stuff out, keep the ticks away. I don't know. See you later, guys. Too much talking for me.